Hello, yogis. This is a short practice that fuses together a little bit of a flow and a lot of plank work. So we're going to get into the core, into the shoulders. It's short enough that you can kind of do this after a workout or throw it into your lunch break, and I hope you enjoy it. We are going to get started in a child's pose just to check in. It can be a wide-legged child's pose if that's okay with the arms reaching forward, or you can always have your arms by your side, knees closer. And just take a moment to settle the body, feel the spine long. You can even take a few shifts and then come to stillness. Let the hips be heavy towards those heels. Let the low back spread. And send the breath into the entire torso, especially the side ribs and the back body. And also feel the belly swell towards or against those thighs. And notice how the shoulders feel. And 5 more breaths here to center. And then slowly rock your head side to side. When you're ready, massage the brow, the forehead. Reach your arms long if you haven't already, activating those arms so head hovers, elbows hover, fingers are spread. Hands can come a little closer so you can really push yourself back and shift the body side to side. Breathe into the side waist as you do this. Start to warm up those arms, shoulders. And then we're going to come all the way up to seated to get into those wrists. We'll do a combination of forearm and high plank, but at any point, if you need to modify and come to your forearms for wrist issues, you are welcome to. We're just going to warm up those wrists by spreading the fingers nice and wide and then closing them into a fist and then opening and then closing and opening and closing, and start to find this a little faster. Relax the neck and shoulders while you do it. You can even take a little head roll. We want to protect that neck and shoulder region as well. Try not to let the traps take over. Move a little quicker. Some warmth in those forearms and wrists for 5. Relax everything else for 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Bring the backs of the hands together. Fingers face you. And just find a little roll forward and back, articulating through the fingers if you'd like. Stretching the wrists in the opposite direction that we usually put weight on them. And then shake it out. Okay, we're going to get started. Just let's find a high plank. So really spread the fingers wide. If you want to take a moment and find a few cat-cows, that's great too, just to warm up the spine. But then I want us to find a neutral spine, spreading hands, pressing into all 10 knuckle bases, not just the heels of the hands, and bringing shoulders right over top of those wrists. Now bring your leg back one at a time into a high plank. And then drop your knees down into a low plank. Nothing should change in the upper body. So just to play with low plank here so you don't hate me by the end of this, we're going to tuck the tail, squeeze the glutes, feel the core turn on. And you're not lazy here with your shoulders to your ears. They are away from your ears, pressing the ground away, and shoulder blades are down and back your body, slightly protracted, meaning slightly away from one another. So a little bit of a doming effect. And all of this, even if you drop your knees for much of what we do today, should feel like a lot of work in not only upper body, also the core, also the glutes. Good. If you'd like, tuck your toes, lift into high plank, take a breath, and then exhale, lift up and back, downward facing dog. Let this be a little relief from having the weight over those wrists. Take a pedal out with the legs. Breathe here and stay for the exhale. Inhale, come high on both balls of both feet. Round the spine and ripple forward on the exhale into a plank. Inhale, pause in your plank. Exhale, bend your knees, press back into a little crouch, and then lift up and back, down dog. Inhale, stay for the exhale. So just moving through these body rolls. Inhale, high on balls of feet, rounding. Exhale, come over to a plank. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, keep the back flat, push back, and then lift on the inhale, down dog for the exhale. One more time, inhale. Plank, exhale. Inhale, bend. Exhale, lift. Inhale, this time come high on balls of feet. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or lightly hop front of the mat. Feet are hip width distance, roll out those wrists. Let's step one hand and then the other onto the hands, so palms are facing up. Bend the elbows towards the shins and stretch those wrists out as you walk the toes as close to the creases as you can. Give them a little wiggle, shift weight into the toes to get into hamstrings. Breathe. And then slowly step off of one hand, the other, and roll up. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, just like a plank in the upper body. Back is flat, shoulders are back. Exhale, plant the palms, step right and then left to plank pose. Good. Take a breath here. On the exhale, we drop right wrist and then left wrist to low plank. Take a breath. On the next breath, we press into left hand and then right hand into high plank. Take a breath. Good. Moving a little quicker, we lower left elbow, low plank. We lift right hand, left hand, high plank. And keep moving like that. Right, then left, left, then right. Left, then right. Right, then left. Keep alternating as we come to high and low plank while you hold the core steady. Squeeze the glutes, always an option to drop the knees. We have 2 more drops and 2 more lifts. Next time you come to high plank, you push up and back, downward facing dog, and pedal out your legs. Reach your hips higher, bend your knees as much as you need to, and then reach them long, pushing chest to legs. Take a breath. Shake the head out, yes, no, relax the neck. Inhale, high on balls of feet. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or hop, front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, open the heart. Exhale, fold. Press into the feet this time. Root to rise like one big plank as you inhale, lift up. Exhale, interlace hands. Find your obliques, tuck your tail, your core, and come over to one side. Inhale through center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale through center. Exhale, swan dive over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step back to plank. We stay in high plank here once again. Right hand comes under face. Turn onto a side plank, so outer right foot. Left foot can come in front. It can always bend in front, or you stack the feet. Reach the left hand to the sky. Take a breath. We breathe here for 2. Stack shoulders and hips. Squeeze core. Think about the side of those obliques. And then gently bring the left hand down. Turn through center. Left hand in the middle, and then roll onto the left outer foot. Find your side plank on the other side. Choose where to put the right foot. Forward for more control. Breathe for 3. Stacking, controlling, head is right in line with spine. Last one. And then we go side to side for 4 rounds. So inhale, the transition, just as important. Coming over to right, exhale, open to that side plank. Inhale, drop the left. Transition, find the lift away from the ground. Exhale. 3 more times with breath. Inhale's your transition. Exhale is finding the shape for a hold. Inhale, transition. Finding your feet as you go. Exhale for 2. You want that hand right underneath the shoulder. Last one. If you need to drop the knees, you can. And then once you've done both sides, we come through center, high plank, downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths. Always an option to drop to down to the knees and find a child's pose instead of down dog, especially for those wrists. We're here for one more inhale. And then on the exhale, walk hands to feet this time. Grab opposite elbows, maybe roll out the wrists first, then grab opposite elbows and sway by bending one knee and then the other. Straightening one leg and then the other, hips sway, torso sways. Release through center, head is heavy, slow roll up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, come back down. We walk out, and this time we drop knees, drop elbows, and find opposite elbows. Make sure that that is the distance that you've maintained. Interlace hands or press the palms down, forearms down, up to you. And find a low plank, but make sure you're pushing into forearms, shoulders down and away from ears, and then slightly apart on the low back. And step back into your low lunge, or into your low plank. Option to drop the knees. We're going to hold here. On the inhale, you're going to shift forward a little bit. So head comes beyond hands, tippy toes. Exhale, come back to balls of feet. Inhale, shift a little saw. Exhale, back. Good. So you can do this on your knees or on your feet, as long as you keep the spine long and the core engaged. We're here for 5. Gaze stays down and forward, neck is long for 3, belly button to spine, not just sinking into shoulders, lifting through core and glutes. Last 2. Stay forward on 1, a little challenge, tuck the tail, squeeze the glutes, lift a little further away from the ground, and then release the knees, child's pose, and settle here for a breath. Inhale, ripple forward into a downward facing dog. Stay for the exhale. We're moving from down dog into a plank, staying in our hands and adding some leg work. So inhale, reach the right leg up. Exhale, knee to left elbow. As you shift forward into a plank, tap it. Inhale, up and back, right leg still. Exhale, come forward, tap right elbow. Inhale, up and back. So down dog, 3-legged down dog. Exhale, you come forward to plank, control the lift of hips and tap across the body. Inhale, lift. Exhale, same idea, tap to the right side, same side as the knee for 3. Inhale, get the glutes involved as you lift up and back. And keep the core involved so that you're not just putting all the pressure in your hands and shoulders. Last one. Good. And then bring that foot between the hands, drop it down, take 1 low lunge, big inhale. And exhale, fingertips to the ground. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, plant the left palm, and twist. Think about the core. Hug the right hip back, stack the shoulders, twisting the spine. Gaze can follow. Breathe. And then inhale, hand down, step back, down dog. Reset. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, bend the knee in, come through center and across to the right arm. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, forward to the left arm. Keep the spine long. Inhale, reach. Exhale, twist. Obliques help get that knee to opposite elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, left for 3. 2. Last one. And the next time the foot comes between the hands, drop the back knee, find a low lunge on an inhale, open heart. Exhale, right hand down, tuck the back toes, lift the knee, and twist to the left. Good. You can always come to the fist of the bottom arm for a little bit of relief of the wrist if you'd need. Take a breath. Stay for the exhale. And then gently come through center. This time, step the left knee back, right knee down. Take a moment, find cat-cow. We're going to get more into those obliques. We're almost done this little sequence. I know it's a lot. We're going to drop to those elbows again. Find elbow shoulder distance apart by grabbing opposite elbows. Interlacing hands, stepping back to a low plank, and bringing the feet pretty close together if you can. Knees can always drop down. If the knees drop down, you are twisting by windshield wiping the legs and coming to outer legs. But if the feet are down, you're going to roll to one outer foot and then the other. Now the secret here is keep the weight equal through left and right arm. So let this twist happen through the low body, not at the expense of the low back. Feel the obliques twisting. Move through the feet as well. Move here. If you need more space between the feet, that's fine. That will help the low back. Push the ground away and twist for 3. Inhale through center, exhale, twist the other way for 2. Little dips of those hips, like you're making a rainbow with your hips. Last one. And then release the legs down, child's pose. Take a breath. Good. Okay, our finale will be shoulder taps and a hold of low plank. So we're going to do this for about a minute total. What it'll look like is you're going to be in high plank. Your feet can be as wide as feels good. Your knees can always drop down. Hands are under shoulders, and you're holding steady while tapping opposite shoulders. And then you're also, after that, dropping right to a low plank and just holding for the final 30 seconds. So I'm going to put my little timer on. Everyone take a moment. Setting up your high plank first. First 30 seconds with movement starts now. Take a breath and take this off for ease. And on your exhale, once you've found your high plank, start to tap opposite shoulders, putting one weight in one hand, one weight in the other, keeping them pretty close underneath of you, keeping yourself pretty steady, not swaying left and right. For 5, for 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop onto your forearms. Feet can be as close or as wide apart. Closer is harder, wider is easier. Tuck your tail, squeeze your glutes, push the ground away, dome your upper back, keep your neck long, and core turned on. Good, we got this. Less than 20 seconds. Breathe through your nose, calm your nervous system if you can. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Child's pose. Take a breath. And breathe into the belly, into the upper back, the shoulders. Let it go. When you're ready, slowly roll up and roll out. Release neck and shoulders, anything that came up. It might feel good to take a little side stretch left and right. Good work. Hope you felt that a little bit, and this is always something you can come back to whenever you need just a little bit of fire and challenge, maybe at the end of a workout or to pause during your day. Thanks for practicing. Namaste.